What up, Guardians of YouTube? I'm Gacha J. This is your home for Gacha news, analysis, and reviews. Today we are looking at Mayreel, not the weapon, the actual player, character that is a weapon at the same time. I don't know. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Mayreel is actually a claw accessory, so she should be slightly tankier in the front line, someone like a Vishuvac or a Marvin. General attack, nature energy buster, fires the magic bullet with the earth energy to the enemy and avoid a give. Okay, well, that doesn't really give me much, but there's no numbers here or anything like that, so that's interesting. So this doesn't make much sense, so let's look back at the original Korean and decide what is actually being said here. 4 damage per second to enemies on the path by firing rays, deals 400% damage, or deals 0% damage. I'm assuming it's supposed to be 400% just based off the way the text is aligned, so let's look here. Yes, we can see it's right here. So the link skill is, or the chain skill is actually going to do 400% per second to enemies on the path by firing rays. So it's going to be shooting straight and firing rays. And the special ability, if you're in a party with Bari, your damage will increase by 30% and the amount of damage Bari receives is reduced by 30%. That's actually gigantic for a Bari user. Bari is definitely known to be one of the squishier units with an additional 30%. So as we can see here, Bari's current tank is about 114,000, so she'll be getting about what, 34,000 additional, putting her, let's say like 140. That's only moving her up a little past Amy here and below Bianca in terms of her actual tank ability, and that's assuming that this reading right here is the highest potential form and that the damage reduction isn't actually the damage reduction statistic, because remember, if it is the damage reduction statistic, then that's only effective in PvE, that's not effective in PvP, but it says the damage receives is reduced by, so it's not just saying flat out damage reduction is 30, but it's plus 30. It's saying damage received is reduced by 30%, which is a slightly different reading. But either way, for people that think that this buff on Bari is going to be insane, just realize that she's really not going up that much. She's right there below your Bianca by about 13,000 effective HP and about 2,000 more than Amy here. So it's really not that impressive of a defensive boost on Bari. But let's see what else that Mayreel brings to the table. New Water of Abundance Mayreel only increase the movement speed by 5% for 5 seconds when hitting a critical hit, and the target reduces persistence resistance by 5% nested up to 4 times. Okay, so essentially what's going on here is that she can gain movement speed for 5 seconds whenever she does a critical hit. She is a frontline claw user, so a lot of the frontline claw users don't have a ton of crit baked into their kit as a whole, so we would need to see what that statistic looks like. We're going to want to see that ability be able to be increased up to about 45 to 50% for that to actually matter. It also comes down to how quickly she attacks. She can get down to like maybe 25-30% if her hits chain is very, very quickly, but given that she is a claw user, you can expect 1 to 2 hits per second, so you're going to want to see it closer to that 50% mark to keep this up every second. And then it reduces the persistence resistance by 5%, which essentially we're going to say means that it's going to reduce the earth resistance by 5%, meaning that your Bari and everybody else can do an additional 20% damage against them for the next 5 seconds if it stacks over 4 times. So you're going to need her to be consistently hitting the target in front of it for Bari to even be able to get that extra ability out of her. Overall, I think Mayreel is a solid buffer. I think that she is going to... I think Bari is mandatory to be running Mayreel. There's nothing in this kit that actually makes it stand out by itself. And overall, we can kind of be suspect about how this is going to fit into the meta. I am currently putting this on the do not roll list. Obviously, I do not have any video. I do not have any animation metrics. I need to do a little bit more math. That's simply not possible with just these images right now. But right now, it's looking like it's not that great of a champion, even for your Bari, because I'm a Bari main. I was excited to see that this was a Bari specific unit to be paired with her, thinking that I would get an insane boost with her. I'm essentially able to get about 20% attack, which is pretty big, but not consistently, and 30% defense on my Bari for a unit that's going to really not provide a ton to my team. Now, if we can get something like an earth attack plus 30, an earth attack plus 50 out of the actual party buff, which we do not see here, that party buff will be a really big game changer on how effective this is into scaling up your Bari. And that is really what you're coming in here for. This will move Bari back into the meta if this scales her attack to a meaningful rate. I'm Gacha J. Take care, guys.